How to fix jagged edges even with anti-aliasing on. Imagine looking at a game and noticing those rough, stair-step lines on the edges of objects even though you have anti-aliasing turned on. That can be really frustrating, right? Anti-aliasing is supposed to smooth those jagged lines, but sometimes it just doesn't do the job well enough. So, what can you do to make those edges look crisp and smooth? Let's walk through some simple, effective steps to fix this issue and get your game looking its best. First, it's important to understand that not all anti-aliasing methods are created equal. If you're using FXAA, which is fast and light on your graphics card, it might not fully eliminate jagged edges. Switching to MSAA or supersampling anti-aliasing can make a big difference. MSAA works by sampling multiple points along the edges, which results in smoother lines, but it can be more demanding on your GPU. Supersampling anti-aliasing renders the entire scene at a higher resolution and then downsamples it, giving the best quality but requiring a powerful graphics card. If your hardware can handle it, try bumping up these settings for cleaner edges. Another way to improve edge smoothness is to increase your in-game resolution or enable supersampling. Running your game at a higher resolution than your monitor's native resolution forces the graphics card to draw more pixels, which naturally reduces jaggedness. You can do this in the game's graphics settings or through your graphics card's control panel by adjusting the render scale. For example, setting the render scale to 1.5 or to 0.0 can make a noticeable difference without needing to change your actual display resolution. Adjusting your graphics driver settings can also help. Both NVIDIA and AMD offer options to override in-game anti-aliasing settings. You can force higher levels of MSAA or enable transparency, anti-aliasing for fine details. Increasing anisotropic filtering can improve how textures look at angles, which can also reduce the perception of jagged edges. Just make sure you disable any conflicting post-processing effects that might interfere with your anti-aliasing. Keeping your graphics drivers up to date is essential. Outdated drivers can cause anti-aliasing to not work properly. Use tools like Display Driver Uninstaller to remove old drivers completely before installing the latest version from NVIDIA or AMD. This ensures your graphics card is running smoothly and can properly handle the anti-aliasing settings you choose. Beyond anti-aliasing, tweaking other in-game graphics options can help. Some games offer options like temporal anti-aliasing or morphological anti-aliasing, which use different techniques to smooth edges over time or through image processing. Experiment with these to see which gives you the best results. Increasing shadow quality and texture resolution can also reduce visual artifacts that make jagged edges more noticeable. Don't forget to check your monitor settings. Make sure you are running at the monitor's native resolution and refresh rate. Using a high-quality monitor with a higher pixel density can make jagged lines less visible. If your display supports it, enabling features like high dynamic range can also improve overall image quality. Finally, consider post-processing effects like motion blur or depth of field. These effects can sometimes mask jagged edges, making them less noticeable in motion. While they don't directly fix jaggies, they can improve the overall visual experience. In summary, fixing jagged edges even with anti-aliasing turned on involves choosing better anti-aliasing methods like multi-sample or supersampling, increasing resolution or render scale, optimizing driver settings, keeping your drivers updated, and making sure your display is configured correctly. These steps work together to give you smoother, cleaner lines and a more enjoyable gaming experience.